Hey guys, so one special memory that I had from Merrill Hyde is actually Winston Boyd on the playground, and I think it was second grade. He broke his arm on the playground, and what I remember is everybody just freaking out and being so scared and terrified and like worried about him, and I think that kind of, like, looking back, I think that's like we all really started caring about each other, like, since we grew up together. I mean, it was really awesome seeing like how worried and how much we were thinking about him during that time. I'll miss my class, because it's gonna be like, it's like I'm leaving my family all over again. I have my actual family that I'm leaving, and that's hard enough. But leaving you guys, I've been with most of you since first grade, and that's some of you since preschool. Some of you since preschool, and it's gonna be really hard. Y'all are really like my family, and I'm really gonna miss you guys. And that's the family aspect is what I'm really gonna miss. One thing I want my class to remember 30 years from now, honestly, I want you guys to remember, like, me, because I'm not trying to be like selfish or anything, but I'm not gonna probably be able to make it to a bunch of reunions and stuff, and I don't want to be forgotten. I'm doing what I'm doing for you guys, and that's the reason I'm doing it, is to make sure that you guys have the right to go to college and enjoy yourselves and have a life. And just don't forget me. That's my one thing. So I want to give a shout out to Winston Boyd for holding the clipboard, and because he has awesome hair. We're awesome hair bros.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah. Oh yeah, my one last thing that I had to say is, since I'm not going to be here at graduation, you guys, it's y'all's time. I really wish I could have been here, but I'm really happy for everybody. I'm really proud of us. We did great. And what can I say? Go Hawks.
One special memory I've had with my class is just our ability to laugh through and make light of a bunch of serious situations and make maybe not so enjoyable classes more fun together. Okay. I'll miss my class because we all really bonded together. I'm just going to miss seeing them every day, for some of them for the past 12 years, some of them for the past 7, but they've all been part of my family, regardless of how long they've been here. One thing I'd like our class to remember is just that we should never take things too seriously, and that even people you wouldn't think could get along always can. We have so much potential, regardless of what people say. I'd like to give a shout out to all of our teachers who have both made us lose our sanity and kept it throughout these years, and we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all of your hard work and getting us where we are today.
Ready and go.
Hey guys, I just wanted to share really quick a special memory that I had of our class. It was when we went to Tremont this year, and it was at the last campfire that we had, and I just remember feeling just this unity that was so special, and I really just love all of you so much, and I'm so glad that we've spent all these years together, and I can't wait to see what is in store for each of you. Bye.
So one special memory I had with my class was definitely the Tremont all-day hike. We were gone for 8 hours or so, and it was probably one of the funnest things I've ever done, just because even though we were all tired, we just banded together and made it through. So that's pretty fun. Share why you miss your class. One of the best things about our class is definitely the uniqueness and the diversity in the class. Zach Shonting and Ethan Lim, two of the funniest people I've ever met. And, they always joke around, and they never fail to make me smile. And Chase, he always makes me smile too. So, and what is one thing you want your class to remember 30 years from now? I guess it's just all the friendships that we've had throughout the years. Noah was one of my best friends since first grade, and I guess we kind of just grew apart as the years go on. But I'll never forget the friendship that we had together. So, and give one last shout out. Definitely a shout out to the soccer team. That's pretty fun. Making it to regionals this year, my senior season, so it's good.
Ready? Okay. Hi guys. I just want to share what I will miss most about the class of 2016. is just how close we've become over the past year, and also how clever we all are. Like, it never fails every day. I am like laughing till I cry at something someone said in the hallway. Like, Abigail is agreeing. Yeah, so just thank you for the memories and for making every day brighter. And I'm so glad to have spent this time at Merrill Hyde with you all. So, bye! Hey, no, I can't read because it's flying. Okay. Alright, so, hey guys, so, I just thought I'd let you know that thank you so much for letting me be a part of this wonderful class in 7th grade. I know I came in a little late, but I still love all of y'all, and I feel like I've been there with you since the beginning. One thing I want all of y'all to remember 30 years from now is just how close we have been together and how much of a family that we have become, and super close, and how much we love each other. Love it. Yeah.
There isn't really one special memory that I've had or experienced with my class. Everything's been one huge, great memory, I guess you could say. There were some ups and there were some downs, but we all made it through together. I'll miss my class mostly because of the support we all had for each other. Even though our class was kind of divided into some groups, you could always count on anyone to like kind of help you out and give you a pat on the back and get you going again if you were stopped. 30 years from now, I want my class to remember me as like someone who you could always go to, someone you could always talk to if there's something wrong, and I'll always have a great relationship with everyone in this class, I feel like, and hopefully no one will be a stranger to me in the future. One last shout out, probably go to my mom. Thanks my mom for helping me out always, being there and doing stuff for me that you really didn't have to do. Probably wouldn't have made it through high school, I don't think, without you. A lot of baseball clothes that you brought to me because I forgot and all that stuff. And college help, like on my papers that I had to do, you gave me some good advice and helped me grammatically. Love you, Mom.
One thing I'm going to miss about my class is just how unique everybody is, even though it's such a small grade, and I feel like at this school everybody knows kind of everything about everyone, which isn't necessarily a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to know that everybody has seen you at your worst and your best, so you can feel really relaxed around everybody. So that's one thing I'm going to miss about our school. Sorry.
Hi guys. This year has been super special for me, and all of the senior things that we've done together have been really meaningful. Prom was so fun this year, and seeing everybody looking beautiful and having so much fun. I think that was one of the most fun dances that we've had in high school. That was one of my favorite memories from senior year. And I'm gonna miss all of you guys so much, just for the fact that we all support each other really well. Like, anytime that anybody needs anything, there's somebody that has it. And from Abigail, who acts like everyone's mom, to Zach, who makes everyone laugh so hard that you cry, there's somebody in that spectrum for whatever you're going to need in your life, because sometimes you need to pick me up, sometimes you just need a laugh, and sometimes you just need someone to say, hey, we're all in this together. And I really want everyone to remember that 30 years from now, and I really want everyone to remember the fact that even though we've been with each other for 12, some of us 13 years, we haven't killed each other yet. And that's actually really impressive, the fact that instead of us kind of getting sick of each other over the years, we've just gotten really strong until this year it's kind of been one big family. I'd like to shout out to all the people who've helped me through high school, from my grandparents, I love you guys, to Mr. Marsh and Miss McDuffie for being some of the funniest teachers I've ever had and making sure that my senior year was awesome, to Miss Wilson and Miss Zhao for teaching me so much about other languages, cultures, and making sure that some of the talents that I've had have been put to good use and challenged as much as they can be. And I love you guys as a class, and even though this is our last year as a family together every day, I think that we're still going to be a family just around the country. I love you all.
Okay, what is one special memory experience I have? Probably my favorite memories of high school not only come from, of course, all the stuff I've done with my friends and all the fun we've had at our lunch table and everything we've done, but I also like performing in theater a lot. The 3 plays I were in were probably some of my favorite things to do. I love acting, and that was just a really special experience, especially at Pink Panther this year. I got to make a lot of friends doing it in the theater class, and it was really fun. While I missed this class, there's so many reasons. We've just been together so long, and even though I wasn't the closest with everyone in the grade, I still felt like we were all connected, and it was all like a web. We're a very unified grade. I've been here since first grade, and some of the greatest people in my life that I'll remember forever, and hopefully continue to be friends with forever here. And I'm truly gonna miss everybody in this class. And we were really a close family, and it's gonna be tough to leave everybody. What is one thing I want my class to remember 30 years from now? Remember me at this moment not being famous, because 30 years from now I'm going to be everywhere. Thank you. And give one last shout out. Of course, my 3 closest friends right here, Ethan Howard holding the clipboard. He's been such a great, terrific friend to me. Drew Getter, we've been friends since kindergarten, all the way through here. We're going to UTK together, and we're gonna do great. And Turner, we're also going to UTK together. I didn't know you came here until 7th grade, even though you went here in 4th grade. But I think we've moved past that and become great friends. And to all my other friends, I love you guys. And to everyone in the grade, I love you guys. And yeah, thank you.
What is one special memory that I remember? Well, back in, I think it was 7th grade when we went on space camp, or was that 6th grade? We went to space camp and we were in the astronaut simulator, and it was really funny because everybody's kind of like lining up to go in to flip upside down, fly everywhere, and some of us, like, we got really sick, and others of us were like, let's go again. And space camp was just a blast. That's a great memory to have. And then, well, I'm going to miss my class. I've been here since 2nd grade, so for 11 years, I've been with some of the same people. And more than likely, no matter what job I go to, I won't be with the same 30 people for 11 years. And it's just really incredible how you can just turn into a family. You have fun, you have a great time, you learn each other, and it's just a blast. And I'm really going to miss that, and it's just been a lot of fun. And then I'd like to give a shout out to Deputy Smith. When he came to this school, we didn't really know what to think about him, but he's been a great guy. He's been fun, and he's willing to sacrifice his life for us. And that's just incredible that somebody would be willing to give their life for ours. And just to give him respect and to just say thank you for his service. And he's so smart and just a great guy. I don't know, he's a lot of fun, and I'm going to miss you.
So one special memory I have with my class is probably the Tremont trip as a whole, getting to know everyone better, and spending time with everyone in the grade. And also the senior night basketball game. That was a lot of fun. We came back and won in the last second, so I really enjoyed that. We almost stormed the court, but we figured we'd get a technical, so we didn't. And it's what I will miss most about this class is the close connections, the friendships I've made with everyone. I mean, I have friends throughout the whole grade, we're not just one bunch of cliques, so I really like that and appreciate everybody's friendship. One last shout out I want to give is to Mr. Kevin Kelly, who's not here anymore, but he really influenced me as a person. Even though we disagreed politically, but I've had some really good talks with him over the years, and I want to thank him for being a great mentor and coach and really helping me view the world in a different way.
Okay, so one special memory I really shared with this class, I think, is on the Tremont trip. The last night we spent there, we were all in a little pagoda. We were all singing. It was just I really felt close to every single person in our grade at that moment.
I think it really helped like unify us more and made us all like realize what kind of like family we are, like, all the special bond we share with each other. Why I'll miss my class, why I will miss my class so much, I think that every single person in this grade has so much potential to change the world, and I think they're all going to do it. And I think that's really, really awesome. I don't think any other school has that. And like the people here aren't like snobby or think they're all that. They're all really good friends, and they all really care about you and want you to be the best person that you are. And I think that's just awesome. And one last shout out I want to give would have to be to pretty much all the teachers at Merrill Hyde, because they've influenced me so much and helped me learn how to study, learn how to succeed on tests, and just really be ready for college and everything after that. And without them, I have no idea where I'd be. So thank you.
So one special memory I had with the class was probably the senior Tremont trip, because we all bonded in a way that I never thought we could in the past years, and it was even better since in the 7th grade trip we just bonded more. And I'd like to give one last shout out to Mr. Corey Craighead and Mr. Kyle Craighead. Corey helps me grow as an athlete, and Kyle Craighead helps me grow as a person and helped me get rid of the college the most.
One special memory that I experienced with my class was probably senior night at soccer, just because we had so many fans there and it was really special. Even though we lost, we had a giant crowd and it was just really fun. Why I will miss this class is because I made so many friends, even though I don't talk to a lot of them and I kind of hate a few of them. I've made so many other close friends with certain people like Alan and Dylan. That's really fun. What is one thing I want my class to remember 30 years from now is how great of a coach I was in soccer. You know, we're at 2 years, won the championship. Pretty good. And then one last shout out is going to be to Dylan DeVries and Alan Hensey. They helped me for 5 years deal with Coach Carr. And that was, I thought, to be impossible, but they helped me. Thank you.
So the most specialist memory I've had with my class would probably be actually the first day I came here. It was first block in gym, and I was the new kid. It was my first day, and it was just weird because all of a sudden everybody just kind of surrounded me. I was like, hey, my name is Noah Wessel, Peyton Lamb, Jason McDaniel. It was just refreshing to meet that at new school. It never happened before. I'll miss them the most because out of all the schools I've been to, this school, I've got to know the people the most. They've been more than just students I go to school with or friends. I consider them family above all. The one thing that I want my class to remember 30 years from now is most of all that we've had a good time together and I care for them all equally. And one last shout out goes to the squad. You know who you are. We've had some good times. Let's keep them going.
One special memory I share with my class, I would have to say, is at the waterfall during the senior trip. Just everything about remembering that, it's just a happy moment for me. The one thing that I want our class to remember 30 years from now is honestly the pillar competition this year. I put a lot of work into that along with the rest of student council, and I feel like that it played enough of a part of our high school that I hope that they can remember it on good terms.
One special memory I have with the class was the New York trip. That was probably my favorite trip that we went on over the years, and I just really liked how much fun that we were able to have on it and how much bonding we were able to do. And we also got a lot of free time, which I think was really, really useful in just like spending time with my classmates. And I really got to know a lot of people on that trip, and not even just in our class, in the class below us too. And it was just a really fun experience for me. I'm really gonna miss this class because I've been with these guys my whole life pretty much. I've been here since the school opened in first grade, and I've really never known anything except for these people, and I wouldn't want to know anything else because this class is like my family, and I am really going to miss some of these people when we go our separate ways for college. I want 30 years from now, I want my class, I just want them to remember me and how I was, because I think I think everybody's going to change, and I just don't want anybody to forget how things were when we were all best friends together in high school. And one last shout out to Nico. You're awesome. Thanks, Nico.
A special memory that I have with my class is around the campfire at Tremont. We all just bonded and talked and sang together, and it was just really special for all of us. I'm going to miss this class a lot because they've played a big part in who I am for 12 years, and they've really helped me to become who I am today. One thing I want my class to remember 30 years from now is just who we all were in high school and how close we were, and I hope they'll all come back to visit. And I'd like to give one final shout out to Sawyer Emerson for being my best friend for 12 years.
One special memory that I have with my class was either in the dual enrollment classes this year in either English or statistics with Bonnie and Donald Wilhoit, because those were great memories that we all struggled to make, but it was really a good experience in the end. I'm going to miss my class because although I don't talk to all of them on a daily basis, whenever I do talk to them, I can have a conversation about anything because they're so personable and they're so like characteristic of like themselves. Like they're not fake with each other. Like you can really know who they are because they don't hide things from you. A thing I'm gonna want to remember 30 years from now is basically just everything we've done in the past 4 years of high school, because we've all changed so much, whether it's Matthew actually coming out of his shell at talent shows and singing in front of people, or the Tremont senior trip and really just getting to know people. And I'm sad it took 4 years to get to know some of these people because I really do love them all. One last shout out goes to Alan Hensey for being my best friend for the past 8 years.
One of my favorite memories from Arrowhead had to be the senior night this basketball season. It was after 6 years of cheering, I got to run up to my teammates and underclassmen and hug them because it was the last time. And that was a big deal. A reason why I'm going to miss my class a lot is because I've been here since the first grade when we all came here, and we've gotten really close. We're not really like a normal high school, and it's been cool knowing every single person in my class, along with pretty much the whole high school, and I'll miss that. One thing I want my class to remember about me, I guess just how I was the past couple of years, remember me in high school. Hopefully they don't remember the awkward middle school version of myself, but they would remember the good things. That's good. Keep those in mind for hopefully our paths will cross in the future. A final shout out I want to give is to my 3 best friends in the whole world, Sawyer Emerson, Sydney Terrell, and Molly Leonard. You changed my life, and I could never repay you for the memories that you gave me. I'm sorry, I'm crying.
Like share our names and stuff. A special memory I've had, especially this year, was senior guys walk-in because there was it was connecting with a lot of people and just getting to know a lot more about the class. And one thing that I regret is that I took a very long time to really get socially involved and start to learn more about everybody. And I wish I'd done it sooner because it's a lot of cool things about a lot of people in our grade. And it's something that's I'm gonna miss about this class is that we're all really a family, and it's a lot different than other schools because you're going to school with a bunch of people that you really don't know maybe, and a lot of people don't know everyone in their class, but we can say that we can, and then we do know everybody in our class, and we all make a lot of memories together, and even though you may not talk to somebody, you can still be able to understand and like have a conversation with them and still everybody's friendly with each other, and it's a good thing that we have. And one thing that I guess I want my class to remember is I guess my senior year self instead of necessarily my previous year self, because I'm just going to admit that I was pretty annoying. My one last shout out, I guess would say is Mr. Kelly, because he's been my all-time favorite teacher and probably the most influential person in my high school years, and I'll remember him definitely years from now. So.
One special memory I've had with the people in my class would be
last homecoming week of high school, it was the first time I felt really connected with our grade and really felt involved in the social aspect of high school. And it was really nice to experience that finally in senior year. I'm gonna miss my class mostly because toward the end we actually started to develop into a close-knit family instead of the cliques that we used to be in middle school. It felt really good to know that 58 people always were there for you and always had your back. The one thing I would want my class to remember me 30 years from now would be probably my senior year self instead of the rest of high school, because I was kind of a jerk and kind of annoying, honestly, but hopefully I've changed enough and hopefully everyone knows that now. One last shout out I would like to give would be to pretty much all the faculty that's dealt with me for the last 4 years, and hopefully y'all like me now.
Probably one of the things I'll always remember about our class was in 6th grade when everyone put their hands open on the safety scissors and Miss Keith was like, "What did you guys do?" I don't know, it's just one of the only things I really remember. I'll miss our class because it's just been a very personal experience. Grown up with most of you guys for 12 years, and this really is my main friend circle here. It's gonna be hard to. And my last, I can't read this. Okay. I'd like to give Miss Williamson a shout out actually, because your book really helped me discover that I like graphic design, and that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. So it's pretty important.
One special memory I had with my class this year was the last class trip to Tremont. It was really kind of like the class trip in 7th grade, but I felt like we were a lot closer, and it was just one big last thing to have everyone get together and just have a good time, and that was really nice. I'll miss my class a lot because it was we were all like a family. Even though we've had a lot of ups and downs, and we've all hated each other at one point or another, we've all always been there for each other, and we're all friends at the end of the day. And I'd like to give one last shout out to the 7 people who I've sat with at lunch for the past 5 years. Everyone there is my best friends, and I'll miss them all a lot.
Okay, one of my favorite memories of the many that there were this senior year was probably when we went swimming at Tremont. I feel like it was one of the first of a lot of times that happened later this year that we all kind of overcome ourselves just to be with each other. The water was really, really cold, and everyone stayed in just because they wanted to be together. It was not really that fun just because it was so cold, and everybody wasn't too cool, I guess. I will miss most about my class. There's a million reasons why I'm going to miss everyone. This has been my home since 2nd grade. A lot of people said that in 30 years they want everyone else to remember their senior year selves, and I do want people to remember that, and as a person that's found happiness, but I also want people to remember all the times that we may have forgotten in elementary school and middle school, because those are some of the funniest memories to have, or the ones that are so far back we just read they even happen, and that's what I hope to hear from people in the regions and stuff, and then they come up with all the goofy memories that other people may have forgotten. That's awesome, and something that I might not have. All the stories we've had. It's been a really long time.
One of the many special memories I've had with the class was Tremont. The whole thing was pretty excellent, but my favorite part of Tremont was when we sung around the campfire and we all sang Wagon Wheel, I think. It was really good. I just felt like a very spiritual moment with everybody around the campfire in the dark. And one reason why I'm going to miss the class is just because of how close we all are. Not necessarily we're all best buddies, but just the fact that there are 58 of us, we all at least know everybody in some way. And I think that's pretty special. Thank you.
Okay, one special memory that I had with my class this year had to be senior night, the basketball game, when we were in double overtime, and it was getting down to the last seconds, and everyone was freaking out, and Jannard made that last second layup, and it was just crazy, and I've never
had felt more school spirit my whole life, and it was just amazing to feel that opportunity, and the fact that we won the game just made it 100 times more special. One reason why I'm going to miss my class, there's not one, there's probably a million. I'm going to miss walking through the hallways hearing, Gigi, what you doing? Or like all the inside jokes and things like that, or nicknames. Just going to be really different coming here, because I've been here since first grade, so that's going to be different. One thing I want my class to remember 30 years from now is, I don't know, like how much I loved Merrill High. And I think all of us feel the same way, like we've loved this place for so long. It's become a second home to a lot of us, so that's something that I want to remember. And one last shout out to my parents. Thanks for paying for all the DECA trips and the cheerleading uniforms and all the things that I've done over the years. It just means so much, and y'all are the best. Love y'all.
I guess the most special memory is the entirety of my senior year. Just everyone really got involved this year, and everyone really bonded this year, because we've always kind of been the class that doesn't really care about things, but like everyone's gone to the soccer games, everyone to the basketball games, and everyone really bonded at Tremont, and I think that was really special. I'll miss the class just because I've grown up here since I was like 5 years old. And one last shout out is to my mom. Thank you for always being there for me and supporting me.
The reason I'm going to miss this class the most is because they've been with me, most of them since first grade, if not then, at least 4 years. And I just love every one of y'all so much, and you've been an instrumental part of my life. Thank you so much. I want to give a shout out to Abby Graham. She's been my best friend since first grade. I just hope that we can stay friends forever. Thank you so much for sticking with me.
Okay, I'm gonna miss this class because I'm gonna miss all like the familiarity of it, and just knowing everyone. They've been a very instrumental part of my life, and I'm going to thank them forever for this. And my one last shout out would have to be to Josh, Sawyer, Mariama, Drew, and Chase. You guys are my best friends.
A special memory I had with the class was on our Model UN trip. When we all went out to eat together, all the seniors went out to eat. And the trek back was really exciting. It was super fun. We all were just talking so much and having such a good time and bonded a lot. And one last shout out would be to Noah Sykes, because he's my best friend and has been through everything with me through all the years, and just has always put up with me, and I just really appreciate you so much.
I've had a lot of special memories with my class senior year, like from Tremont when we built the forts in the woods to senior prom, and like all the people who have shown up to our soccer games in these last few weeks. It's I think we've all gotten a lot closer, and it's really been fun to get to know everyone a lot better this year. That's why I'm going to miss my class, really. It's just because we've gotten so close and we've all been together for so long. I've been here since 7th grade, and I've like really gotten to know everyone here. So I'm going to miss everyone.
Do you guys ask me questions, or do I just...
you.
Okay.
Just be loud.
One special memory that I have is that one time that Landry had a birthday party at his house, and Camden and I got in a fight. He gave me a bloody nose. The reason why I will miss my class is because everybody in it is very accepting of everyone else, and we're all really good friends with each other, for the most part. What's one thing that I want my class to remember 30 years from now is how good I was at making music. When they're looking at me and I'm famous, they can be like, hey, I knew that guy in high school. One last shout out. Shout out to Mr. Kelly for being the best American Studies teacher ever.
I'm going to miss my class because they were so accepting, and they were just nice when I got to come here my junior year, so that was really cool to experience that. I want them to remember from 30 years from now that I'm going to have a nice car when I get older. And my last shout out is to Emily Fenton and Peyton and all his fart noises.
I think one special memory that I have that I'll cherish would be the senior night we had, because that was awesome at the basketball game, because we won in overtime against ACA. My boy Kyle Richardson came in the clutch in Agent Art, so that was awesome. The reason I'll miss my class most is just all the good relationships we had with the small class, so I'll cherish that forever because that's just awesome.
One special memory that I've had with my class would have to be senior picnic. I loved how we all bonded, and I never felt closer to my class before. One thing I want my class to remember 30 years from now is how much each and every one of them affected my life. This is like a big time period for growing up, and everyone has affected me in that sense. My last shout out I want to give to Molly Ann for being literally so perfect. You are my role model.
One thing I want to be remembered by is how I love Jesus and how it's affected my life and my personality, and also that I have a sick, nasty speaker. Give one last shout out. Shout out to my brother Ryan, keeping the beer game strong. My special memory is this year on senior night, the first time in all 4 years of varsity basketball that I actually got the stars. And it's totally worth it, all the 4 years of hard work and everything. Just everyone supported me, everyone cheered me on. It was just a great feeling. I loved it.
Oh, a special memory that I've had with my class is a senior guys lock-in. We had a lot of fun that night. We stayed up pretty much the entire night playing games and stuff, and that was a really cool bonding experience for me. One thing I'll miss about my class is that how we're all kind of like a family. No one's afraid to talk to each other. We're all there for each other. And what I want my class to remember me by in 30 years from now is that I'm still thinking about them, and I hope they're doing good in life. And hopefully I'll run into everybody at some point in my life.
Okay, so one of my favorite memories from high school was the senior night basketball game this year. And when Gennard scored that last point and won it, it was really exciting because we never get exciting wins like that. And everyone was really excited for our team, and it was just an awesome night overall. I will miss my class a lot because everyone here their common goal is to just get along and support everyone, and I'll miss them a lot. I want them to remember, in 30 years from now, I want my class to remember that even though my face might have said otherwise, I really do care for everyone here and love everyone here. I'll miss them. Okay, one last shout out I want to give to my dad, Chris. He's given everything for me, and he definitely hasn't had to, and I love him so much.
So my favorite memory from Merrill High will definitely be the joy of Six Square, which is something I would have never experienced if I didn't come here. I will miss my class because I really enjoyed the way that everybody just kind of lets everyone else do their own thing. You know, there's no judgment, there's no bullying, and everybody can just be the person they want to be. 30 years from now, I hope that people remember that Merrill Hyde was a very special experience that a lot of kids don't get to have if they go to other schools, and I know I'll remember it as a very special time during my high school years. For my final shout out, I want to thank my parents, as generic as that may be, because, I mean, you know, I can put in the work in the class and stuff, but without them I would have never gotten here, so thank you guys.
One special memory I had in my class was the senior night basketball game. Everybody got really into it, and I've never seen anybody have that kind of school spirit from Merrill Hyde. That really made me happy because I've been trying to be a part of something like that my whole high school career. So when it finally happened, I was like, wow, this is what this is for, and that made me really emotional, I guess. One thing I'll miss about my class is the fact that everybody's so unique in the sense that we have so many jokes and we're just like a family. And we've been together for 12 years. I think a lot of us, that's obviously a majority of our lifetime, and it's going to be really hard to not be with those people, even though you might not get along with them. We're still all pretty close. I want my class to remember 30 years from now that we were all part of something pretty special, what we had here, that's unlike anything else. We're unique. Also, our high school experience is just pretty unique, so just being a part of this and helping each other through it was something that I would like to remember, and that hopefully other people will remember going forward. And finally, my last shout out, I want to say to the underclassmen, you know, stay strong, keep up the good work, and make sure we want y'all to do a better job than what we did. And keep Merrill Hyde a great place to work and learn, so to speak, but also to my family and friends for helping me get through high school and navigating all that, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
One special memory I have with my class was the senior night basketball game, because for some of us it was our last time dancing or cheering or playing basketball, and it was really emotional, and it really hit at that night that like we were graduating and that was going to be our last time doing it. I'll miss my class because there's a place for everyone in it in their own personality, but yeah, we can still come together as one and share some fun times. Okay. 30 years from now, I want everyone to remember how unique this group was and how close we were, and some of our inside jokes. I want to give a shout out to my class for being successful and like loving each other, and y'all are gonna go far. I also want to give a last shout out to Merrill Hyde for being a great place to work and learn. That's it.
Well, one special memory that I'll always have in my class is just the basketball games. I know I was playing in them, but I felt like there was always the support of my classmates there. It made it just a great time, and I was very happy to be playing in such an atmosphere. And while I miss my class, there's so many individuals, and nobody's really alike. Everyone's unique in their own way, and everyone's able to showcase their talents, and I'm forever like amazed at that. And one thing I want my class to remember is 30 years from now, I just want us to remember all the good times we had in high school, all the inside jokes we had, that we all just really loved each other. And one last shout out, just like to give a shout out to all my classmates actually. They made it a great last year. I'm glad I was able to spend it with y'all. And another one to my mom. I love you.
Okay, I know this has been repeated many times, but it's worth saying again. I am going to miss the closeness of our grade and how much we are family, and how I've made lifelong friends, and I love how each person brings their own individuality to the grade and how we all accept each other. I love you guys.
Okay, one thing that I'm really going to miss about our class is just how we've grown as people and matured throughout the years, and even though sometimes we've been a little dysfunctional, in the end we all are really close and we all really appreciate each other for who we are, and I'm just really going to miss everybody, whether I've known them really well or not as much. Love you guys.
One special memory I've had with all you guys was Tremont. That was just a really great experience. I don't even know how to describe it. We just all got really close with each other that event. I don't know how to word this, but like over that week, I think we all got to know each other better than we had the past like 4 years. And senior picnic was kind of the same way. It was just kind of a really cool day. We all got to see each other maybe for the last time yesterday. It was pretty cool. And I'll miss everybody because it's really cool being like one of 60 people and just knowing everybody, because you won't get that at a college. Might never have that again. And I'm going to give a shout out to Winston Boyd for being like my first friend here in first grade. It's been awesome knowing you, Winston, and I hope we stay friends.
The most special memory I had with my class was after the senior night basketball game when we won in overtime. That's probably the most electric experience I've ever had at the school, and it felt amazing to be there. I'll probably miss my class the most out of any other class I've met because we're such a closely knit group of different people, and it's amazing how everybody from different backgrounds and walks of life can get together so well. And if I just shout out to anybody, it'd be my whole friend group. I love all you guys. And shout outs to all my teachers I've had throughout high school. I may not have been the best student, but until senior year, I kind of wasn't really trying that hard, but thank you for being there for me. I really do appreciate it.
And I'll miss my class because we all became really close, and like I'll never have a group like that again. Like I've known them all for so long, And I've got to give a shout out to my brother. He's going here for high school, and even though Merrill Hyde wasn't my first choice, I think he'll really like it, and I'm going to miss him a lot.
A special memory that I'll always remember is lunch every day with my best friends. That was the best time of the day because we would all get to be together for about 30 minutes. That was awesome. I'm going to miss my class for a ton of reasons. We've been together since first grade. We're all like family now, and it's going to be hard being away from everyone. One last shout out, definitely to Miss Lewis, just because she's been so awesome, and to all of my friends who have been there for me through everything.
So my favorite memory from this year would probably have to be the tennis team we had, because everyone just became such good buds and became such a fun, close-knit community. We would go to dinner and just hang out for hours after practice and games, and it was just really cool seeing people from all different classes get to interact with each other in a way that they probably wouldn't be able to otherwise. So that's been really great. I just move on to like the next one. Okay. One thing I want to tell us in 30 years is if they had to remember anything, we have to remember each other, because it's great to be one massive people. But the greatest thing about Merrill Hyde and the classes of 60, I would say, is an interesting fact that no one else knows, or like a little specific detail about the lives of everyone you interact with. So just to remember like a fun little factoid about everyone that you knew 30 years ago, I think would be the most important thing. You would show people that you really, something they said really resonated with you, and you really cared about the person that they are and the person that they turned into. And if I had to give a last shout out, I'd probably give it to Miss McDuffie, because she's a goof and weird, and I love her. So.
If there was one experience I really had to say that really just connected with me senior year, I think it would just be really getting to know everyone. I mean, I came in like halfway through freshman year and didn't really get to know everyone until like this year. There's been people that I talked to for like the first time for more than just a word or two, and it's been definitely just kind of hard knowing, making all these relationships this last year and talking to so many people and actually getting to know someone for a change and then having to leave and go somewhere else. And I think that's the thing I'll remember the most, is just all that time spent with just almost new people. And for a while I'll miss the class. That'll definitely just be all the time spent with one another, all the laughs, all the memories, just all the time we spent talking about random playing spades in chemistry, or just talking in calculus, and mispronouncing names and AP Lit, and just all those things we did together. I think that's what really made this class just kind of come together, is the fact that we did come together. That's what I'm going to miss the most, the fact that we all kind of came in this unit. We kind of started cliquey at first, and then we kind of just came together, and we're like, oh man, we're all leaving, we're never going to see one another again. I think that's going to be the hardest thing to miss, whether it's Chase terrible dancing and trying to do an accent, or like Sawyer's laugh, or like Carter's being Carter, and just all of that, just it's going to miss just everyone's unique qualities and just all the different things that makes everyone so different and so unique and fun to be around. And if I had to give one last shout out, it'd be to Chase DeConer. I love you, man.
One special memory I had with the senior class was getting to go on the Tremont trip. It was really great to connect with everyone one last time, and we all got to bond, and it was a really great trip. I'm really going to miss my class because they're all hilarious and they're all unique and great in their own special way, and I'm not going to know what to do without them next year, honestly. One last shout out to all the teachers that put up with us for 4 years, and some more than that. You guys were really great, and you really helped us learn and grow as people, and I'm really going to miss you guys in college. One thing I want my class to remember 30 years from now is just how much fun we had here together, and how much we laughed, and how much we loved getting to spend time with each other, and I'm just really going to miss you guys.
I'll use my savings for grad.
So one special memory that I have of my class this year was getting to participate in field day with everyone. I was able just to laugh and have a great time with everyone, and it was really special because I felt like I really got to just have fun and one last fun time with everyone, and it was a very personable thing, and I'm always going to remember that. I'm going to miss my class because I think Merrill Hyde is one of the only places where you actually know everyone by name, and you can name off something about everyone, and you really do know everyone, and that's something that's really special and unique, and that's probably what I'm going to miss most about my class. One thing I want my class to remember in 30 years from now is just how tight-knit that we are as a class, and just to remember the bonds that we've formed and shared over these past couple of years, and just to make sure that we remember that. And then my last shout out is to all the teachers at Merrill Hyde who make all of this possible, who really have built this community into what it is today, and you guys are awesome, and I thank you so much for everything you've done.
One special memory I have with the class is at the senior Tremont trip on the all-day hike. I was going really, really slow, and I felt like everyone was kind of annoyed at me, but everyone was actually super patient. And I'll always be really grateful for everyone in my group for being patient and encouraging me and helping me to have a really great experience at Tremont. I'll miss my class just because everyone is so funny and nice and amazing, and at the end of the year I've just been like realizing how truly amazing everyone is, and I'm just gonna miss everyone so much and all their little individual quirks and talents and stuff. I really want our class to remember each other and not to just forget what a wonderful experience we've had at Merrill Hyde, because this is just a truly amazing experience and not many people get to experience it, so I don't want anyone to forget how amazing it's been. I want to give one last shout out to my friends for always being there for me, especially Maddie, because I know I've been like really crazy to her ever since 7th grade, and I just want to say thanks for always being there and being amazing and beautiful. I love you guys so much.
I'm gonna miss the senior class just because like we've grown together for the past 12 years, and like I've seen people come and go and just like we've all grown. But it's been really nice to like be with the same people and get to know everyone, and like even though I didn't really talk like at all, like it's really nice to see you guys still. I guess just like in 30 years I don't want to be remembered for being quiet, because like that's all that people usually see me as, I guess. So like remember my art or like my laugh, I don't know, but yeah. And then I want to give a shout out to my parents for just being real cool, and then like my sisters for being there, watching them grow up has been really nice, and then like everyone in the 2016 class, thanks for being at school.